Welcome guys. So it is the second part of the dental waxes. In last lecture we studied about introduction of dental waxes, components of dental waxes and chemical nature of the dental waxes. So I will briefly revise the names of the dental waxes. So natural waxes, we studied about natural waxes. Names of the mineral waxes are paraffin wax, microcrystalline wax. Plant waxes are carnauba wax, also called as Brazil wax, palm wax, auricuri. Then Candidilla, Japan wax, coca butter. Japan wax is also called as sumac wax, China grey tallow, Japan tallow. Insect wax are bees wax, shellac wax. Animal waxes are spermaceti, lanolin. Synthetic waxes are ozokerite, monton, sericin, bransdal. Wax additives are gums, fats, oils, resin. So in last lecture we studied about this. Now in this lecture we are going to discuss about very important question, that is classification of dental waxes. It is very important. So we will start. So dental waxes are classified according to various uses, according to their origin. ISO classification is also there. So first we will discuss about the classification according to their origin. So mineral waxes, plant waxes, insect waxes and animal waxes. So we discussed about these waxes. Mineral waxes are paraffin wax, microcrystalline wax. Plant waxes are auricuri, candidilla, carnauba, coca butter, Japan wax. Insect waxes are shellac wax, bee wax. Animal waxes are spermaceti, etc. So we discuss about it. So first classification is according to origin. Now the second classification. So it is also very important classification according to use. According to use, dental waxes are classified into pattern waxes, processing waxes and impression waxes. So pattern waxes, processing waxes and impression waxes. So pattern waxes are inlay casting wax. So it is very important question, inlay casting wax. So pattern waxes are inlay casting wax, RPD wax, that is removable partial dental casting waxes, base plate wax. So these are the pattern waxes. So we are using these waxes for making patterns. Now the processing waxes. So processing waxes are boxing wax, utility wax, sticky wax, carding wax, shellac wax. So processing waxes, boxing, utility, sticky, carding and shellac. Now the impression waxes are corrective and bite registration waxes. We are going to discuss about each and every type of waxes in upcoming videos, but for now just remember that pattern waxes are inlay casting wax, removable partial denture casting waxes, base plate waxes. Processing waxes are boxing wax, utility wax, sticky wax, carding wax, shellac wax. Impression waxes are corrective waxes, bite registration waxes. So this is the classification according to use. Now the classification given by the ISO. So ISO classified the dental waxes into type 1 and type 2 waxes. So type 1 is casting wax and type 2 is base plate wax. So for cast metal restorations we are using type 1 wax, and for denture bases and occlusal rims we are using type 2 wax. So type 1 wax is further classified into class 1 and class 2, and type 2 wax is further classified into class 1, class 2 and class 3. So remember this, class 1 wax, type 1 wax is classified into class 1, class 2. Class 1 is soft wax, class 2 is hard wax. Now same about the class 2 wax. So class 2 wax, type 2 wax, same about the type 2 wax. So type 2 wax is classified into class 1, class 2 and class 3. So class 1 wax is also soft wax, class 2 wax is also hard wax. Now the difference is class 3 wax. So class 3 wax is extra hard wax. So start from the soft, hard and extra hard. So this is the type 2 wax. So type 2 is base plate wax, type 1 is casting wax. So this is the classification of the dental waxes. Now we will revise it again. Dental waxes are classified into different types according to origin. They are classified into mineral waxes, plant waxes, insect waxes, animal waxes. Now according to use they are classified into pattern waxes, processing waxes, impression waxes. Pattern waxes are inlay casting wax, RPD wax, base plate wax. Processing waxes are boxing wax, utility wax, sticky wax, carding wax, shellac wax. Impression waxes are corrective waxes, bite registration waxes. ISO classified dental waxes into type 1 and type 2 dental waxes. Type 1 is casting wax, type 2 is base plate wax. Type 1 is classified into class 1, class 2. Class 1 is soft wax, class 2 is hard wax. Type 2 wax is classified into class 1, class 2, class 3. Class 1 is soft wax, class 2 is hard wax and class 3 is extra hard wax. So this is about the classification of dental waxes. Now we will discuss about the general properties of dental waxes. So few important, they have different properties, but few important properties of dental waxes are melting range, thermal expansion, mechanical properties, flow, residual stresses, and ductility. So melting range, thermal expansion, mechanical properties, flow, residual stresses, and ductility. Now we will discuss about each and every property. Now the melting range. How waxes have melting range rather than melting points. So waxes don't have melting point, they have melting range. Remember it, that they have melting range, they don't have melting point. Mixing of waxes may change their melting range. So mixing of different waxes may change their melting range, so their melting range is not constant. Melting range varies depending on its use. So their melting range is not constant, their melting range vary depending on its use. So what it is used for, so why this wax we are using, it's also important. So melting range varies depending on its use. So this is about melting range. Now the thermal expansion. So waxes expand when subjected to rise in temperature. So when temperature is raised, they will expand, and contract when temperature is decreased. So when we will rise the temperature, they will expand. We will decrease the temperature, they will contract. So remember this coefficient of thermal expansion and its importance. So they have largest coefficient of thermal expansion. Now the mechanical properties, elastic modulus, proportional limit. Mechanical properties are elastic modulus, proportional limit, and compressive strength. So these all properties are very low. Elastic modulus is low, proportional limit is low, and compressive strength is also low. So they have low compressive strength. So these properties are strongly dependent on the temperature. As the temperature decreases, the properties improve. So mechanical properties are dependent on the temperature. So as we increase the temperature, properties will improve. So properties are dependent on the temperature. Now the flow, important property, especially in inlay waxes. So flow is very important for the inlay waxes. When melted, wax should flow readily into all parts of the die. So what is die? Die is the positive replication of the single tooth. So die is the positive replication of the single tooth. So when melted, wax should flow readily into all parts of the die. So we will insert this wax into die in the casting procedure. So we will discuss about die materials and castings and all in upcoming videos. So when melted, wax should readily flow into all parts of the die. Flow is dependent on temperature of the wax, force applied, length of the time the force is applied. Flow increases as the melting point of the wax is approached. So residual stresses may be compressive strength and tensile strength. Now the ductility, like flow ductility increases as the temperature of the wax is increased. So we know that flow will increase when the temperature of the wax will increase. So same is here. So like flow ductility increases as the temperature of the wax is increased. In general, waxes with low melting points have greater ductility, and those with high melting points have in general, waxes with low melting point have greater ductility than those with high melting points. So wax in general, they have waxes with low melting point have greater ductility. So ductility is inversely proportional to melting point. Remember that ductility is inversely proportional to the melting point. So now we will discuss again about general properties. Some important general properties are melting range, thermal expansion, mechanical properties, flow, residual stresses, ductility. So waxes don't have melting point, they have melting range. So this property is not constant. Melting range will vary according to its use and according to various situations. Now the thermal expansion. As we subjected them to the rise in temperature, the wax will contract. The wax will expand, and as we decrease the temperature, wax will contract. So this is about thermal expansion. They have highest coefficient of thermal expansion. Mechanical properties are elastic modulus, proportional limit, and compressive strength. So all mechanical properties are very low. That is, elastic modulus is low, proportional limit is low, compressive strength is low. So mechanical properties are strongly dependent on the temperature. As we will decrease the temperature, these properties will improve. So mechanical properties are inversely proportional to the temperature. So increase in temperature will a decrease in temperature will improve the properties of will improve the mechanical properties of the wax. So remember this point. And flow the flow is directly proportional to the temperature. So when we will increase the temperature, flow will increase. Now the ductility. So ductility is same as the flow, as we will in general waxes with low melting point have greater ductility than those with high melting point. So waxes which have low melting point will have higher ductility than those with high melting point. So this is about the general properties and classification of dental waxes. In next lecture we will discuss about each and every type of wax, that is pattern waxes, processing waxes and impression waxes. So thank you. If you are understanding my videos, then please like my videos, share my videos with your friends and families, and do subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.